Where's my audio? Oh, looks like you might be able to hear me. I need to get... Let's go to my channel. Why don't I have anything going? I don't care if it's inappropriate. And now I need to figure out how to get a link for... Da, 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 da. Who's watching me? Why is everything... Why isn't this public? That shows that. Blah, 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 blah. There we go. Where's that? Okay. 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 Yeah, I'm still learning how to do this too. So. There we go. Where's that? Okay. Yeah, I'm still learning how to do this too. So. There we go. Where's that? Okay. Yeah, I'm still learning how to do this too. So. There we go. Where's that? Okay. Yeah, I'm still learning how to do this too. So. Hey, all. There we go. Where's that? Okay. Yep. Wait. Yeah, I'm still learning how to do this too. So. Hey, all. There we go. Where's that? Hey, roll. Alright. Yep. Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm still learning how to do this too. So. Hey, roll. Alright. Yep. Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm still learning how to do this too. So. Hey, roll. Alright. Yep. Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm still learning how to do this too. So. Hey, roll. Alright, yeah. Yep. Mute. There we go. Hey. There we go. There's the chat. All right, cool. Close that one. Back to mine. There we go. Okay. I'm just gonna make sure John is able to see it, and then I'll show you what to do. Mute this one. Helps if you set it to public instead of being private. Which was this right here. Alright, so for what you needed, when you go to the stream now, there's actually a button, if I remember right, in here that'll enable that. You have to wait for the 24 hours, whatnot. But if you go to the setup encoding software, and then guide to encoding, and this has a list of the bunch of different applications. There's quite a few of them on here that are actually paid for. The one I've been using is this open broadcast software. And then you just click on there, download for your OS, install that. When that comes up, it'll actually take you through a wizard, which is pretty much just yes, yes, yes. But it's going to get to a point where it needs a code. Let's see if I can. Go stream. The stream key. So you'll need to change your service to YouTube. It defaults to Twitch, and then you have the stream key. And where you get that is, let's go ahead and cancel that. If you come down here, you have your encoder set up. If you don't have one right away, you'll just create one, and it's going to be hidden. Just click on the reveal and it'll show up for you. It's only on there for 10 seconds. Just copy that and then you'll paste that into the stream key in that wizard here, which this isn't the wizard, but very similar looking. Paste that in there. You don't have to change your server. There's just the one for YouTube. And then you'll come up to this screen, but it's going to be blank. In here, you can add your different devices. So, like right now, it just has my desktop because I'm in the office. Could do my webcam, but no need to right now. Actually, I'll set one up. So click on that. You can do different audio devices. You can show just a web browser to capture your desktop. It is display capture. If you guys are into gaming or whatnot, you can do the game capture, and to capture a cam, like a webcam or something. That's the, whatever that one was, the video capture device. And then by default, you'll have to create a new one. So we'll just do this one. Let's see. This is 270, I think. Okay. Come in. Hi. Gives you a preview here. You can change some settings. Like by default, it always goes to a 4:3. So if you're using something that's a widescreen, you'll have to change that to a custom, which will turn it off, so you can't see me anymore in a second. And then you can change your resolution to better match what you're using. Once you do that, it'll turn back on. You can hit OK. And as you can see here, I have the camera set up so I can move that around and grab the desktop. I can move this around. I can change where it is. And then you have these different scenes. So you can have one, so say like we have this right here. Excuse me. We have this one right here where we can see the desktop and whoever's talking. Like what you see in a lot of video games will have something very similar to this kind of a setup. But if you want to be able to switch between different views, you're going to create a new scene, and then by default it's going to be empty, but you can click on the plus again and select what kind of device you want to do, and now it's going to be in your existing list, so you can add an existing one and be able to bring that in and set that up so like full screen. To start your recording, you have the start streaming, and then it'll change to stop streaming once it's streaming. You have your start recording. Studio mode's kind of cool because you can set it up so we can transition between two different views, but you can kind of preview. So on the right is what everybody's seeing, and on the left is the preview for the next scene that you have selected. So you can change your scenes on the left here under scenes just by clicking on it, and it'll give you a preview. So if you have like a close-up camera or something, you can do that. So, but it's enough to get you, should be enough to get you guys going. Raisin 2. Anything else you guys want to see? Yeah, it's really easy to get going, so it just takes what feels like forever if you want to do it now, and you have to wait the 24 hours if you haven't turned it on already. But it's nice because like you can set it up so you can easily flip through different cameras. So the setup I have out in the shop right now, so I can do the unboxing, I have camera up above and then a camera down below, and then I have one with the camera in the desktop, so that way I can just flip through different things. So when I do like the configuration and whatnot, you'll be good to go. So, alright, I think we are good. Enjoy. Bye.